Here's where you play Yu Zhong, the Black Dragon in the EXP lane. First off, he possesses sustainability with his lifesteal and regeneration abilities. He has high damage output both in burst and DPS. He's incredibly mobile thanks to his transformation and dashes, and he is a powerful team fighter. However, Yu Zhong is quite skill dependent and vulnerable to CC. Yu Zhong's passive, Cursing Touch, marks enemies hit by Yu Zhong. Each attack is one mark. When the marks reach 5, it will explode, dealing additional damage and granting Yu Zhong a healing effect, along with a slight movement speed boost, making him more durable the longer he fights. This passive is crucial for staying in battles longer and sustaining health. Players should aim to keep hitting enemies consistently to maximize the benefits from your passive and maintain your healing. Yu Zhong's first skill, Dragon Tail, swings his cloak after a short delay, dealing physical damage to enemies in a circular area around him. Enemies hit by the outer edge of the cloak take a significant hit of extra physical damage and also applies 2 stacks of his passive. This skill is great for poking enemies from a distance and clearing minion waves efficiently. Try to position yourself so that enemies are hit by the outer edge of the cloak for maximum damage output. Yu Zhong's second skill, Soul Grip, releases Dragon Soul in a designated direction, dealing physical damage to enemies' hits and slowing them. If an enemy hero is hit, Yu Zhong's next basic attack will be enhanced, giving him a short dash upon using the basic attack. The more enemies hit by the enhanced basic attack, the higher the damage and more stacks will be applied. This skill is perfect for engaging enemies and disrupting their positioning. Yu Zhong's third skill, Furious Dive, allows him to leap to a designated area, dealing physical damage to enemies upon landing. After a short delay, the area will erupt, knocking enemies airborne for 1 second. This skill provides both mobility and crowd control, making it ideal for initiating fights or escaping dangerous situations. You can use Furious Dive in combination with Petrify to ensure the CC from this skill will land. Yu Zhong's ultimate skill, Black Dragon Form, allows him to transform after channeling for 0.6 seconds. For up to 7 seconds, he becomes a Black Dragon, unable to use skills but able to move freely, knocking back enemy heroes in his path and dealing physical damage. In this form, he gains increased max HP, becomes immune to control effects, and can ignore all obstacles. Upon exiting Black Dragon form, Yu Zhong enters Dragonoid form, gaining increased range on all his skills for 10 seconds. Black Dragon form is excellent for initiating or escaping. Yu Zhong's ability to ignore obstacles allows him to dive into the enemy backline or flee when outnumbered. However, remember that Yu Zhong can still be targeted in this form, so monitor your HP closely. In Dragonoid form, however, use the increased range of your skills to face off opponents and maximize your damage output. Moving on to builds, I suggest building Warrior Boots, War Axe, Brute Force Chestplate, Hunter Strike, Oracle, and Queen's Wings. These are the emblems that go along with this build, and as per usual, I suggest more experienced players to build items depending on the enemy team's composition instead of using a pre-built setup to maximize your win rate. As for battle spells, I highly recommend Petrify as it virtually complements the playstyle of Yu Zhong very well. Flicker is an excellent choice for additional mobility and escape. Vengeance can also boost Yu Zhong's sustainability in prolonged fights. Upgrade Skill 1 at level 1 and prioritize upgrading Skill 1 with Skill 3 and Skill 2 as backup. Upgrade the ultimate whenever it is available. Onto our tips and tricks. Players should utilize Yu Zhong's passive to sustain in lane by hitting enemies frequently with your attacks. The healing from his passive allows him to stay in fights longer and recover HP quickly. Time your ultimate to disrupt enemy formations and create opportunities for your team. The immunity to crowd control and increased mobility make it an excellent tool for diving to enemy backline and scattering their team. If possible, engage in fights when you have your passive marks ready to explode, ensuring maximum damage and healing. Be aware of enemy CC abilities and time your ultimate to avoid being locked down. Yu Zhong can easily counter squishy heroes, but does get countered by heroes that have high mobility, as they can just kite him around. These tips and tricks will help you dominate the EXP lane and make the most out of Yu Zhong's powerful skill set, turning you into a formidable force on the battlefield.